Day 40, monk mode. It's officially over. I really can't believe it. It doesn't even feel like it's over, but it is. I'm really proud of what it turned out to be and the entire journey of the 40 days of monk mode. It's been tough. I feel very fulfilled. I'm very proud of myself and what I've done in the span of 40 days. And I'm so glad it's over. I'm just so happy that I don't have to do any of the strict habits and set any strict rules for the time being. Now, in terms of my lifestyle, the daily routine that I went through, it's pretty boring, to be honest. Actually it's really boring. If you've seen my recent videos documenting my monk mode journey, it's you can tell that I've been going through some really repetitive and boring work and routines every day. And you quickly realize that it sucks because, you can grind, you can hustle, but then once you feel that it gets repetitive and once you feel you get bored and you start to doubt yourself because no results show up, and you slowly realize that, damn, no wonder not a lot of people make it, because it's not for them. This lifestyle, this hustle culture, this monk mode trend, it's not for everyone. To be specific, I spent about at least 10 hours a day working on my business or my content, and at most usually it would be 13-12 hours of work. Yeah, I have time. I do have a part-time job, but it's just I don't work every day, so I just chase my dreams, and work on the things that I believe in. Now, the tough part of monk mode, I think everyone can agree on this, is the fact that you have to cut out every single distraction that you can think of. For example, for me, my distractions are social media, my phone, games, and even friends, just friends in general. They can be a distraction. All of them can be. But the biggest one I have to say is social media, and I think a lot of people can relate to that. I learned a lot about myself during this monk mode, and I realized that I'm so animalistic when it comes to my dopamine behaviors and how I react and behave towards certain actions. For example, if I'm working and I'm slowly burning out, I tend to find anything that can distract me. For example, listening to music or watching a YouTube video, or even going on my phone to find anything, any sort of distraction. And it's weird because when you're in this period of no distractions, you really teach your brain and train your brain to become robotic and focus on one thing and one thing only. And if you compare me 40 days ago and me now, I think it's really different, man. The mindset and the laser focus and the tunnel vision is completely different, because I learned that this monk mode taught me how to become obsessed with the things that I do. But yeah, I'm basically in my room all day. Besides being in my room, I would either be training, going to uni, eating, showering, or sleeping. And that's literally it. Sleeping, I'm still in my room. So, those 4 things. And other than that, I'm in my room all day long, and just grinding it out. And I don't even go to uni that often. I go twice a week, and for a couple hours each day. But yeah, that's pretty much the summation of what my life looked like in the past 40 days. Definitely no socializing, not really at least, but that was tough to deal with, because now I feel a big disconnection with society and social life and socializing with friends and making friends. It's been so long, and it's really unhealthy. I don't recommend it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's talk about mindset, right? This monk mode, I've been really shifting a lot of my ideologies. There's been a big mindset shift this past 40 days. Not to get too deep, but pretty much I just stopped caring about what other people thought about me. And, I've always struggled with that. Other people's opinions and external standards, society standards, social media standards. I just stopped caring about that. And what happened with me is that I worked so repetitively for so long every single day, and keeping that consistent to the point where it's there's nothing else I can do. This is plan A or plan nothing. Like, if this doesn't work, I don't know what will. And I don't know what I can do without this. And I'm talking about creating content and building an online business. I don't know what will work if this doesn't work out. What's even harder to deal with is the fact that I've been doing this for the past 6 months now. It's been 6 months and nothing big has happened. No huge results, no humongous achievements, even though, you know, I've been getting paid. Sometimes I get a little amount of views here and there. Other than that, it's pretty shit, you know. It's like 500 views every short on average on all 3 platforms, and it just keeps, you know, staying like that for months. Like, the goal for me is to, you know, pop off and grow as fast as I can, because I don't want to be trapped in beginner's hell for years and years and years. Like, that's my fear right now, to be honest. The fact that I'm balancing between being obsessed with the journey and being obsessed with the destination really fucks with my head a lot. So I just, at this point, like, I couldn't care less about what other people say about me or my YouTube channel or my content or just me in general as a person. I don't know if this is just me being arrogant, but what I think now is, like, everyone can go against me. Everyone can go against me, and I'll still be standing on my 10 toes, on my own 2 feet. I can say that confidently because I know God's got me, and I'm a big believer in God, and I've developed my relationship with Him this period as well a lot. And I really realized this monk mode that no one has got my back. No one is here to hold my hand throughout this journey. I mean, it sounds kind of obvious when I say it, but we like to tell ourselves that other people are supporting us, other people got our backs, other people want us to win. But in reality, let's be real. Like, no one wants to see you become better than them. Right? No one wants to actually see you make more money than them, or like 10 times the amount of money than them, or like 100 times the views and the followers they have currently. No one. Right? So, you know, all we got to do is just say, okay, screw the arrogance and just do you. Just focus on you. Yeah, just focus on you. And all of this taught me a lot of patience. This entire journey has led up to this point, and especially this past 40 days has taught me a ton of patience, because, like, what else can I do? Like, I don't want to sell my soul for views. I don't want to fake my personality for followers and to grow an audience or to get money. So I just stay patient and just keep improving, right? Because at the end of the day, all I want is progress, not perfection. Like, it feels like it's been forever, but I know I'm just getting started. If we're measuring long term, like, I'm clearly just getting started. And yeah, I just got to be more patient. And I just cannot give up. I can't give up because, again, I don't have another plan. But yeah, in terms of struggles, right, I'm up to the point where it's like so repetitive that anything I try with my videos and it doesn't work, it's just sad. Like, I end up not really miserable, but really disappointed and discouraged. And it's been like that for 6 months. That's the problem. But I guess it's like the long-term journey, right? Because, like, if you're not in it for the long game, then you're in it for the short game. And I really need to get my mindset out of the short-term goals and the short-term thinking and really shift into the more long-term, patient, consistent journey. But at the same time, like, seeing your views every day and, like, knowing that you deserve more recognition, it sucks. Like, it just sucks. Because, you know, content is hard. Creating content is hard. Especially if you put yourself out there and, like, try and build a personal brand like I am. It's hard. I'm not only referring to, like, physical work. I'm referring to, like, the mental stuff that you have to deal with too. The feedback, the comments, the metrics. Yeah, it just becomes repetitive. At this point, it's so repetitive for me. And obviously, I need to try something new. Of course, I'll come up with something, but, you know, I'll always come up with something. I always come up with ways to, you know, get more attention, make my videos better, to get more likes. But, man, like, I've tried so many ways in, like, such a short amount of time that it's so discouraging. Like, there's no motivation for me to try something new, a new strategy, a new approach. And the repetitiveness makes me feel like a robot again. In terms of performance though, like working like a robot, that's pretty good. Like you want to be able to stay on task without any distractions and just go. But as a human, it sucks. No one wants to be a robot. And one of my other really tough struggles that I went through is social media. I think I mentioned this before. To be more specific, it's mostly Instagram, X, and YouTube. I don't have TikTok, but Instagram, just scrolling through my feed in general, and as well as Twitter or X, and just watching YouTube videos every now and then. My initial rule was to just cut it out, like cut everything out. And I quickly found out that it was harder than it looks. Because essentially it's like changing behaviors. And the hardest behavior of all to change is your own. Like I noticed myself getting really bored, like every day. Especially like towards the end of the day when I'm finished most of my deep focused work and all my tasks. And I'm like slowly winding down for sleep. Yeah, that's when I get really bored. So that's when I also tend to read my book and listen to music. I actually listen to a lot of music in this monk mode because I have nothing else to do. Like I'm pretty sure everyone knows what the right thing to do is for their lives and like how to become better, how to level up and grow. But it's easier to say but hard to do. I'm telling you, no one wants to do the amount of reps that I've done. And now I realize like no wonder everyone's so mediocre because you don't have what it takes to commit to yourself on this improvement journey. You don't want to sacrifice. The fact that other people are at a higher level than you, financially, in relationships, in health, in physique, they made more sacrifices than you. And they made the sacrifices that you don't want to make. And right now, I'm pretty much documenting me in the process of making those sacrifices. For example, not going out, not gaming, not having fun with my friends, not socializing, no parties, no women. And hey, it might suck in the future because, I missed out on all of that. But as of now, maybe it's a little bit imbalanced. Maybe it's a bit unreasonable to do all of that. And maybe I have to welcome more people in my life. But I'm still trying to get it. I'm still trying to work and grind. And I'm not about to sacrifice that for, let's say, a girl, for a close friend, for movies, for games, for social media. No, ain't no way. Like, you gotta be selfish, but like, not too selfish. There's a good selfish and then there's a bad selfish. The good selfish is where you still welcome people into your lives, you still accept distractions and things that, that's not really good for you. Then there's like the really bad selfish and the really extreme end of self-improvement, like monk mode and cutting out all distractions and just locking yourself in a room. And I've had a taste of both. And in terms of like staying consistent and like, being happy, I would obviously choose the less selfish one, the less extreme end. And I know a lot of people would choose the opposite. And that's okay. Like you do you. Let's talk about my work. Like I always talk about like how hard I work and like all my repetitions and my lifestyle, but what do I actually do? Okay, I am building a school community business for content creators. Essentially, we team up and gather everyone into the community to work together to grow to our first 10,000 followers in 90 days. From the day they join to, 90 days after. And that's the challenge and that's the mission and that's the transformation that I'm selling. And it's kind of hard because I don't have 10,000 followers with my account at least. Yeah, every day I work on it. Every day I engage in it. Every day I'm hopping on calls. And I recently just monetized, like I think 2 weeks ago now. Yeah, 2 weeks ago I monetized to $5 a month. Today I raised it to 15 today because it's growing even more valuable, especially after I've been doing weekly influencer interviews. So there's lots of interviews with big, well-known creators, and it's really fun because there's a lot of value that's inside a community like mine. Not to brag or anything, but it's just like from what I've tried to build, I've also received value, which says a lot. I do lots of stuff, man. Like I do daily calls, I do mentoring, I do group work, I do speaking practice, I do writing classes. It's not me, sorry. We do it together as a collective team, which makes it really fun. I also do tons of outreaching. I do lots of emails, I send lots of DMs, and this usually happens when I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. So that's pretty much my schedule. I wake up, brush my teeth, read the Bible for a bit, and then get straight to work, and all I do is just send emails and send DMs. I've been doing that for over a month now. Fun times. You gotta go through this shit, man. And on top of that, obviously, my own content for this channel. In terms of content, the biggest obstacle that I had to hurdle over this month was finding my style, my true style. Basically, what I did is I wrote an entire graph or an entire visual of my ikigai. An ikigai is basically your purpose, the reason why you wake up in the morning and you get out of bed and you do what you do. So I wrote that down using 4 structures, using 4 pillars: passion, vocation, mission, and profession. Now, I knew that I was missing something with my content because I wanted to write this in terms of the stuff that I put out and like the niches that I'm in. And I knew I was missing something because I just felt empty, like giving away educational videos about social media growth and content creation. I was like, maybe there has to be something more. So I did that, and I found out that, damn, like I actually like watching movies, and I would really love to talk about the movies that I watch and my favorite movies. So that's what I did. I implemented a new niche. I started to dive in the cinema niche, the film and movie industry. I also tried uploading daily. If you guys noticed, I literally uploaded for 21 days straight this month mode. And yeah, it's been fun. The quality, in terms of quality of each and every one of the videos, is dog shit. I just didn't try and put not any effort, but just I didn't put effort into all my videos. I just wanted to put in the reps and put in volume so that I can see the results, so that I can see my mistakes, and that I can do better when it comes to raising quality next time. But yeah, it's fun. It wasn't too hard. I did daily uploads, which are videos, and daily shorts. So daily long form and daily short form isn't that hard because I've already developed a system which I also work on and teach in my community. But now I'm stopping it because I'm moving on to raising my quality, like I said. And obviously I'm going to be uploading less frequently. Obviously, if I raise the quality of the uploads, I can't stick to daily uploads. I would have to go crazy. But yeah, I'm going to be uploading less frequently. But still, I'm going to stay consistent, obviously. But it's just no longer daily uploads. Okay? Cool. Now, in terms of my fitness journey, this monk mode, it's been a lot of weight loss. I think I've talked about this before. Basically, I lost about 2-3 kg from 64 kilos to 61 and a half. 61 is pretty low for me because naturally I walk around 64, 65, 63, and I've always struggled to cut below 62. So I thought, I love losing weight. I like, training cardio. I like training boxing. So I might as well, go all out and just lose as much weight as possible. And I did that last time in the monk mode in February. And yeah, my goal was to cut below 62 kilos, and I smashed it completely. I'm very proud of that. So my training regime looks like boxing, cardio, weightlifting, and calisthenics. Not really as much calisthenics or weightlifting. It's just mostly boxing and cardio work. And it's fun. Very fun. I love draining myself. Speaking of draining myself, I did intermittent fasting for about 3 times a week. So on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, which is basically where I just skip breakfast and either do work or work out. Most of the time it's just me doing work and just not eating for the entire morning. Fasting does benefit my focus personally. From my experience, intermittent fasting, just skipping a meal in general, it just helps me stay focused on a specific task that I'm doing. Like, for example, filming. Like, I always fast whenever I film because I need to be on point. I need to be able to speak properly without stuttering and pauses, but I still need to work on that. I also love being lean. Like, I really, really like being cut and being super light. And I really realized that when I started bulking. So I started bulking in June, like a week ago. So it's been a week and I've eaten a lot since then. Like, I've gained 2 kilos this week, which is crazy. I've gained it all back this week, in 1 week, from just eating, right? And it's just fun. Like, the challenge of losing weight, even though like my weight doesn't really matter. Like, I look the same aesthetically. I look the same like when I'm 64 compared to when I'm 61, but like, it's the challenge, it's the journey. But the thing is with bulking, like, I'm slightly lazier, and I could really tell that, which is so interesting because as soon as I started like eating more, I started getting lazier. I don't know why. Like, yeah, I just notice that I burn out quickly. I get distracted. Like, I choose to get distracted more. And yeah, it's so weird. But yeah, at least I'm feeling filled and strong, kind of. And my muscles are getting sore, which is a good sign that they're growing back to size after all that, cardio, after all that boxing that I've been doing. But yeah, that's pretty much all of my fitness details this journey. But yeah, the biggest difference from last monk mode to this monk mode is the physical challenges and mental challenges. Last period was mainly focused on like physical challenges and like training hard and yeah, just really training hard, cutting weight. This monk mode, however, is definitely the mental game. There's been so many mental challenges throughout the 40 days, and I'm just proud that it's over and that I went through all of them. And there was a lot of lessons that I learned, and I'm grateful for all of them. Definitely looking forward to more mental challenges and discoveries about myself. I think I discovered a lot about myself this period. Yeah, definitely. But the problem is, I think 40 days is a little bit too much. Maybe next time, in my next monk mode period, it might be 30 days, or maybe even 20 days, to be honest, because around the 25, 30, 35 day mark, I start to really burn out, and it sucks, because like, you just get not really demotivated, but it's like, you just get sick and tired of it, and it's kind of, it sucks. There's a specific period of time where you just start to burn out and start to lose traction and friction and consistency. And that happened with me during like day 30, day 35, around that mark. So yeah, next time I might stick to 30 days max. And that's it. But yeah, again, I'm really grateful to have gone through this journey, and I'll see you guys next time.